Hello everybody, it's Bronze Braun, and welcome back to Doki Doki Encore. Now, this intro isn't going to be very long like most are. I had to cut the previous episode short due to the whole thing being an hour long, and I wanted to do two 30-minute parts instead of 1 hour long part. So, last part, you guys get the gist. I'm spending the second day with Monika, and I'm kind of going down Natsuki's ride a little bit to see what'll happen, and I'm just going to stop it there and just get right back into it. And now we're going to load this and see what happens here. Let's go back to Monika. I know I said I wasn't going to do this, I was going to do this off camera, but I know you guys want to see what happens. I said I'd take up Monika's offer to show me her poem. Oh, we actually get to see a poem. Sure enough, Monika's at the teacher's desk, reading a piece of paper that I assume to be her poem. Hey, Monika! Monika tilts her head up to see who called her, but she instantly smiles once she sees that it's me. Bronze, I take it that you wanted to see my poem after all? You know it. Not to mention, I really do enjoy reading your poems. Even if I don't quite understand what they're trying to say sometimes. Monika manages a small giggle. Well, that's the beauty of writing, Bronze. You can write about anything. As long as you put your best effort into it, you can almost feel the soul of the writer when you read their work. Sometimes the most beautiful things are the things we don't understand. And sometimes there may not even be a correct meaning behind their work. It's just left up to the reader to think for themselves on what they believe it means. But I think your poetry skills have improved since you first started, so maybe you'll be able to understand this one. Despite my best efforts, I blush at Monika's compliment. Thank you, Monika. I'm glad you think I'm getting better. Aw, Bronze. I'm really lucky to know someone as sweet and humble as you, aren't I? I'm just lucky to have Monika complimenting me like this. I think to myself about how many guys would be tripping over themselves just to be in my shoes right now. Oh, there it is. It's so cute. Just being able to see how she is now. Her emerald eyes, her irresistible smile, and her exceptional puns. If heaven was a person, Monika would fit the bill. True to that. I snap out of my train of thought. Well, I try. I fucking hate this MC. Monika glances down at the paper on the desk. If you're still working on it, I can come back later. Oh no, it's fine, Bronze. Really, I actually just finished it. I see another smile start to form across Monika's face. I hope I didn't forget to write a poem when we were supposed to. Monika giggles again. Don't worry about it, Bronze. I just made it for fun this time. Are you ready to read it? You know it. I hope you like it, Bronze. Oh, man. Wait a second. Yeah, we read this last time. Connection. Okay, here, I'll go slowly through. Anybody who wants to read this and hasn't seen my previous parts, you can just pause this. Alright. Something about the way that this was written raises my eyebrows. I mean, it's a fantastic poem. Truly one of Monika's best to date, but funny enough, this poem says some of the same things as that weird voice did in my dream last night. It's probably just a coincidence, though. So, what did you think? It's great, Monika. I think this is your best one yet. I really like the way you made it flow. And the way you ended it was pretty solid, too. I like the title, too. Connection. It really stands out. I hand her back her poem. Glad you liked it, Bronze. I spent a lot of time on it, so I'm glad it all paid off. Monika, everything you do pays off in the end. Monika looks at me with an intrigued look on her face. Eh? What do you mean? You're smart, friendly, talented, beautiful. Oh, come on, Bronze. Huh? You're just buttering me up now, aren't you? Aw, that's so cute. Monika's eyes take a suggestive tone. Okay, I think this is already what we've done the last time. She stands up abruptly, leaning towards me in an almost seductive manner. I was not expecting this. I feel my heart start pounding in my chest as I feel a drop of sweat trickle down my back. Well, maybe a little. I did like your poem, though, honest. Staring with my words as I feel Monika's breath brush across my face. Monika's eyes scan me up and down. You know, Bronze, you really should straighten out your tie. It's important to me that all my club members look as professional as possible. Yeah, you're totally right. How careless of me. Monika suddenly grabs a hold of my tie. Yeah, we've already seen all of this. This is a really good picture, by the way. Here, let me fix that for you. Her voice is a whisper at this point, or, here, let me fix that for you. I can't help but stare into her eyes as she looks up to me. I never thought the color emerald could be so beautiful. Monika slightly parts her lips as I feel her warm breath graze across my neck. This feels good. Never in a million years would I've ever thought that I'd be like this with Monika. In fact, I never thought I'd be this close to Monika, period. Speaking of finding, I bet if you look around the room, there's no way they haven't at least looked up once and saw us like this. Or even overheard what we were saying. It's not like we were really being that quiet to begin with. Yuri seems to be in her book, Sayori's spacing out, and Natsuki's in her usual spot on the windowsill reading her manga. Yep, Natsuki still got that great look on her face, despite me spending no time with her. Turn back to meet Monika's gaze. Words can't truly describe what looks back at me. Everything about her is perfect. As if all my natural senses are being bombarded by the figure standing in front of me. What the hell? All desire at this point is left my mind. I just want to be with her. Oh, that's me! Okay. Just her. You know, Bronze, if you're always going to look this messy, maybe I should help you get up in the morning. Monika puts her hand on my cheek as she intensely looks me in the eyes. I can't tell if Monika is just teasing me or is actually being serious here. Oh, how do I respond to something like that? My mind goes completely numb. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. My hands are resting on her hips, and Monika has the look on her face. My anxiety shoots through the roof. My heart is pounding at a million miles a second. My palms become sweaty, and knees weak. And it looks like Natsuki made spaghetti. I made that joke last time, or something similar to that, I'm sorry. But because Cosvidius, as I feel like my legs are about to give out any second. Is this my chance? My chance to be with the Monika? I need to tell you something important, Bronze. Yeah? Monika leans into my ear and whispers something. Good choice. Just suddenly I hear Sayori get up. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot. Monika has an important announcement to make. Whoa, really? I see Natsuki and Sayori's eyes turn to me and Monika. Yuri confuses what's going on, turns around. Not only to see what Natsuki and Sayori are staring at. Monika and I practically look like we were just slow dancing in the middle of the club room. All three girls are looking at us with a bit of an irritated, almost jealous expression on their faces. Oh, I can't take you seriously with that look, Sayori, I'm sorry. Great. Well, it's up to me to attempt to salvage the situation. I clear my voice and suddenly separate from her. Monika looks at me with a sudden look of shock and disappointment, as if she wanted this to last longer. Can't really blame her, though. Well, Monika, thanks for the advice. It was very inspiring. Monika quickly catches on to what I'm saying. Well, Bronze, you can come to me anytime. Monika gives me a wink. I can't help but manage to smile to Monika. I feel all the blood rush to my face as I turn around to face the others. None of the others make eye contact with me as they go to just join us at the front of the room. While I'm over the front of the room, Natsuki gives me a friendly punch in the arm. Ow! Hey, what was that for? Nothing, dummy. She mutters that softly and avoids eye contact. She briskly walks past me. Well, that was random. I just hope she isn't jealous of me and Monika getting so close like that. Hopefully then she won't full on put me in the hospital. Oh well. Oh man. I'm gonna save this one as well. So we are going to quickly reload back to Sayori's route. Okay, everyone, gather around. I have an important announcement to make. Suddenly, Monika and Sayori's eyes turn to me and Natsuki. Yuri, confused as to what's going on, turns around. She wasn't really confused that time. She didn't have that really confused look on her face. I want to see what Monika and Sayori are staring at. Natsuki and I are practically cuddling at this point. All three girls are looking at us with a bit of an irritated, almost jealous expression on their faces. Great. Well, it's up to me to attempt to salvage this situation. I suddenly nudge Natsuki. Hey, Natsuki? Natsuki looks up at me with a disoriented look. We kind of need to get up. Monika has an announcement to make. Do we have to? Why is it every time I try to spend time with you like this, it gets ruined? Natsuki might have said that last part too loudly. She turns. Oh, damn, Sayori looks really pissed. She turns to see the other three looking at us. She turns as bright red as her hair dyes. She hurriedly stands up and storms to the front of the room, plopping into a seat and turns to look out the window, not wanting to make eye contact with any of us. Sayori, Monika, and Yuri all look off in different directions, trying to avoid making the situation even more awkward, as it already is as they take their seats up at the font of the room. Right on my... Oh no, what's this? Right while on my way to the front of the room, Yuri abruptly stops me. She doesn't look too happy with what she just saw, but she also looks like she's unsure if she wants to confront me about what just happened. I decide to speak first. Yeah, Yuri? Nothing, Bronze. It was nothing important. Oh. She looks off to the other side of the room as she mutters softly. Yuri then briskly walks past me, taking a seat and joining the other. I gotta play this off camera. Because I don't want to make too many parts of this. I'm gonna see what happens when you go down Yuri's route. Well, that was random. I just hope she isn't jealous of me and Natsuki getting so close like that. She isn't the jealous type, right? Oh no. We all take our seats at the front of the room with Monika standing right in front of us. Okay, everyone, here's the news. Starting next week, the student newspaper and photography club are going to be going around doing a profile on all the different clubs. It's part of their biannual Meet the Clubs piece that they do every semester. As of now, they're scheduled to meet with us and do their piece next Monday. So I was hoping that we could think of something that'll really show off the club. Natsuki abruptly groans. This is going to be like the festival again. Monika seems a little taken back by this, but she shrugs it off. No, not really. We won't have to be performing for anyone this time, and I certainly don't think we'll need to put in the same level of preparation for this compared to the festival. But I would appreciate it if we could at least come up with something nice that'll show off the club. And oh, that face again. Okay, we've already gone through this. If you're just now seeing this the first time, why haven't you seen the first 3 parts? I'm just gonna skip through all this. Oh, wait a second. You know, I did happen to keep the welcome banner we made for the festival. And just need to find someone in my house. I wouldn't mind baking cupcakes again. Turns out Bronze isn't that bad of a cook. She says that directly looking at me. Natsuki certainly isn't letting what just happened between us go. I try to move past the sudden awkwardness. Yeah, I wouldn't mind, Nat. Natsuki looks at me with a puzzled look. Nat? Where'd that come from? I don't know. I thought it'd be cute if you give you a little nickname. Normally Natsuki would shoot me an irritated look before proclaiming to everyone that she isn't cute. But this time, it doesn't even look like she knows how to get properly mad at me. She tries to pout, but I can tell she's forcibly trying to hold back a grin. Are you implying that I'm cute? And if I was? Natsuki suddenly looks off in another direction, only becoming more flustered. After about a moment, she turns back to face me, no longer able to contain her grin. I'll let that slide, just this once. I chuckle to myself. Oh no! I chuckle to myself, and in the corner of my eye, I see Sayori looking tearfully at me. I mean, I always love spending time with you all, and seeing Sayori just trying to hold back tears completely derails my train of thought. I never did take into account that she might not yet be comfortable with me being this flirty around Natsuki yet. Yeah, so I look like an idiot as I try to find what to say next. Thankfully, Monika comes in to seemingly save the situation. I can type up a summary of what we can do on a day-to-day basis and write some things down for what we could tell the newspaper. Oh, I know what I can do! Everyone turns to Sayori. I can go to the library and get some books for us to read. I think it'd look good for when they take pictures of us. Great call, Sayori. As for you, Bronze, do you have any ideas? I take a few moments to think to myself. Suddenly, I got an idea. Well, I could bring in some famous poems that we could also use for the photo ops. I think it'd be great to show that there's more literature than just books. Heck, maybe we can even use some of our poems as well. Okay, we've already seen this. Natsuki searches through her bag, which is a small stack of papers. Here you go, that should be everything. Okay, we've already done this. Thanks, Natsuki. Alright, there's that. Okay. Ready to walk home, Bronze? Yep, let's go. After I finish packing my things, Sayori and I wave goodbye to the others as we head out to start our walk home. Oh no, this isn't gonna go well, is it? The walk home with Sayori is once again filled with awkward silence, especially considering how Sayori saw me getting too comfortable with Natsuki. Though we were able to make at least some small talk, but mostly just talking about how our days went. But even then, Sayori's cagey on some of her answers and struggles to directly answer me at times. Well, if I want to fix my friendship with Sayori, I'd better start now. Hey, Bronze? Yes, Sayori? I think I know where my poems are. I can stop at your house in a bit and drop them off if that's okay. Sayori's voice trails off. I see where she's going with this. Yeah, I'd love to have you over. Are you sure that's okay? I wouldn't want to ruin your plans for tonight. I take it Sayori probably thinks I'm going to have an extended cuddling session with Natsuki tonight based off what she saw earlier in the club. Well, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, I got nothing going on for the night. I'll see you in a bit, okay? Okay. Come on, you know I'd love to have you over. It's been too long anyway. Alright, I'll see you in a bit, Bronze. See you. Sayori happily skips to her porch and enters the house before I can say anything else. Well, that seemed to put her in a good mood. Hopefully I can start making things right between us. Drop my book bag in the middle of... Okay, it's going through this. Throw them away. Come on. They gotta be here somewhere. Ah, there they are. Put my poems out. Guess Monika was right. I am getting better. I think back to the last poem I wrote. Monika. I guess all her motivation finally rubbed off on me. Though I can't forget that Natsuki was my inspiration for a lot of these. And looking over my later poems, I can see them becoming more cutesy, something that Natsuki would like. Guess I've gotten more inspiration than I first realized. I put down my poems and go to my bag to retrieve Natsuki's poems, which I put right next to mine. I noticed that Natsuki's stack of poems is a pink piece of paper. I don't remember Natsuki ever writing poems down on pink paper. Maybe she accidentally gave me something. Before I can investigate further, I hear my doorbell ring. Wow, so it was a lot quicker than I thought she'd be. Oh, this is different, because I think if you would have gone down Sayori's path and just had, like, spent time with Natsuki, you would have actually got to read Natsuki's poem, but I think here you can't. Hey, Bronze, I found them. She barely hands me them. That's awesome. Thank you, Sayori. You're the best. Sayori blushes at my compliment. So, want to come in? Yeah, I'd love to. Awesome. I let Sayori into my house. I've put Sayori's poems on the dining room table and joined her in. Okay. So, got anything planned for us? No, not really. We just watch some TV if you want. Yeah, that's fine with me. Sayori and I take a seat on the couch right next to each other. We begin flipping through the channels to see if there's anything remotely interesting worth watching. Suddenly, something catches Sayori's eye, and I start rapidly moving through the channels. Oh, Bronze, go back to, like, 2 channels. Okay. I flip back and see it's a cartoon we used to watch a lot when we were kids. Oh, wow, Expedition Time. We haven't seen this in ages. Yeah, Oh, it's the train. Yeah, we used to watch this together every Sunday, remember? I recall Sayori always walking over to my house every Saturday. Did I say Sunday or Saturday? Oh, I'm an idiot. I said Saturday. Saturday to watch it with me. It was your typical action-adventure, kid-friendly series, though it had a really great story for its time. I suddenly see Sayori tearing up. What's wrong, Sayori? She points to the TV. I see the episode title. This is the last episode they made. That's a bummer. I thought it was at least still being made. Though the show already had an incredibly long lifespan, it was starting to show that the producers were running out of ideas in the last few episodes we watched. I guess when we stopped hanging out, we both stopped watching it. I looked at the date of the episode. Huh. It only aired a few months ago. I can't believe we missed the finale. By a few months, too. Yeah, me too. Sayori wipes her eyes. Well, let's watch this episode together, for old time's sake. Let's do it. Sayori smiles as I rewind the TV to the start of the episode. As I watch the episode, I can't help but feel a few years younger. My mind is filled with all the memories I have of Sayori. From when we first met, all the games we played, to moments like this. She really was always there for me. And I was there for her back then. What changed? The realization then hits me. No. I changed. Sayori perks up. Did you say something, Bronze? Oh, it was nothing. Sayori sighs and turns back to the TV. I can't help but sigh to myself either. I really shouldn't keep this from her. I already shut her down once. I was thinking to myself about the times we used to share like this, you know? Sayori turns back to me. I was thinking about what changed that stopped us from doing this, and I see now that it was me. I guess I started getting way too involved into video games and anime for my own good. I didn't really realize that it was destroying all the relationships that I had. Sayori tearfully looks at me. And I'm sorry, Sayori. I shouldn't have done this to you, or... Sayori puts her finger in my lips. In my lips? It's fine, Bronze. I'm just glad that we finally get to spend time together. Like we always did. Sayori recoils her finger. She put her finger on my mouth. Ew. But I've still... Oh wait, no, he's changed. He wouldn't say that. But I've still been a bad friend to you. I've been way too careless with what I say or do around you. Especially how things went last Sunday. With how I so carelessly hurt you. I'm sorry. I really, truly... Come on, Bronze. I know you wouldn't try to hurt me, but you made your choice last Sunday, and I just have to learn how to live with it. I know things are different between us now, but don't let regret rule your life, Bronze. Look what it did to me. But I don't even know what I want to do with my life. I don't even know what I feel. I don't even know what I feel right now. Or no, I don't even know what I feel right now. What do you mean? I don't know. I just don't know what I want now. I don't think I understand. Look, I'm glad I got to spend more time with the others in the club. I'm glad I've gotten to know Natsuki. I'm glad that I've gotten to spend some time with Monika yesterday. I'm glad I got to spend some time with Natsuki today. Okay, yeah, I read that right. I don't know. I feel like I should start spending some more time around you. I feel like I've been too distant from you lately. Sayori shoots me a quizzical look. I thought you liked Natsuki, though. Or do you like Monika? I mean, I like both of them, sure, but I don't see why I can't be friends with both of them. I just got a little too friendly with Natsuki earlier. Yeah, you kinda did. There was a moment of uncomfortable silence between us. I really didn't mean for you to see us like that. Given what happened. It's fine, Bronze. I'm just glad I was able to bring you out of your shell a little. At least something good came out of that. Yeah, if it weren't for you, I'd be on my way to becoming a full-time NEET. We both chuckle to ourselves. But look, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I missed you. So he pauses and takes a moment to reflect on what I just said. Bronze, I missed you too. Sayori has a mix of emotions on her face as she becomes as bright as red as her bow. I wouldn't mind spending more time around you, Bronze. Yeah, it's been too long. Unable to say anything more to each other, we turn our attention back to the TV, finishing the rest of the episode. Sun sets as the episode is finished. They truly went out with a bang. Well, oh, I like how, the sprite is darkened along with the evening. That's nice. Well, that was fun, Bronze. Yeah, it was. It was a little hard to follow with some of the new characters, though. I guess we can watch the lead up to the finale together sometime. Yeah, that sounds great. Well, I have to head back, Bronze. Alright, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Laters. Sarah smiles sweetly before turning out the door and exiting my house. I sit there for a moment reflecting on today's events. Sarah and I were finally able to at least put some of last Sunday's events behind us. Well, progress is progress. I think that to myself as I grab Sayori's poem and head upstairs. Oh, we gotta read Sayori's poem? Oh! After grabbing Sayori's poems for the dining table, I put her stack right next to mine and Natsuki's. I remember that there was something in Natsuki's stack that stood out to me. After comparing all three stacks, I see Sayori's stack is completely identical to mine. Natsuki's stack is the only one that has a pink piece of paper. I begin to look through Natsuki's stack. Looking through her poems, I can't help but be reminded me, that's another typo, of the first time we shared our work. I always found joy in reading her poems. They're so simple, yet they're just as hard-hitting as Monika's, Sayori's, and Yuri's. Not to mention, I always found her word choice to be cute and adorable. It really does suit her, even if she won't admit it. Through my train of thought, one of the pieces of paper escapes my grip. Put the poems on my desk and bend down to grab the stray paper. I look at the title. I don't remember reading this one. Oh no. This is different. The mouse wants to play. In the back of the room, in a hole in the wall, a mouse lived by her friends, and she stood quite tall. At least as tall as a mouse can stand. She liked being alone, but wanted to fit in, with the girls who she knew, and also with him. But she liked something weird, so she acted tough, to avoid being treated like a wimpy cream puff. She liked spiders. Isn't that gross? She was bossy and rude, and she spoke up real loud, to avoid being walked on, and because she was proud. I may have already this may have been the last part, I can't remember. And it worked. It worked too well. She watched her friends play from her hole of a home. She still wanted to play with them, but she was alone. She should say that she's sorry and makes things okay. If she does, will you take time to play with her one day? Will you play with me, Bronze? Oh, shit. She likes me? I get assaulted with a barrage of emotions as I try to come to terms. Yeah, I think we read this one. I have no idea how I should handle this. Not to mention, Natsuki probably knows I've read it by this point. Did she give me this on purpose? She could have accidentally given this to me. What do I do? Put the phone back in the stack, put on my pajamas, I lay down on my bed. Who do I even tell about this? What am I going to do? Do I talk to her about it tomorrow? Or do I let her come to me? Through the millions of scenarios that play out in my head, my mind eventually wears me down and I drift into an uneasy sleep. Oh, what is this? Oh, man. This I'm not gonna end this part right now. We're gonna see how this goes. I don't remember this last time. Oh wait, we didn't have this last time because I chose to go down Monika's route this one day. I've managed to find myself in a dark, empty clearing. What? As I look around the clearing, I see the world around me get engulfed with fog and haze. I can barely see 2 feet in front of me.
What are you doing?
The same familiar voice booms the clearing. I can tell where it's coming from, but it's loud enough to where I need to cover my ears.
You were doing...
Oh no! This sounds like... Oh, gears turning, playing the Sayonara song. That's good, but... Oh, it makes me uneasy.
You were doing so well. And now you're putting everything at risk by hanging out with Natsuki. Not to mention you're trying to fix your relationship with Sayori isn't helping matters. Do you have any idea just how much harder you're making this on me? Let me remind you again.
Suddenly, I see a silhouette of... Oh no, this isn't good. I see a silhouette of Natsuki approach me. Natsuki? Is that you? Natsuki comes into my view.
Natsuki doesn't love you. You know that. She can't even decide how she feels about you. So why spend all of your time around her when she treats you like dirt?
Natsuki shrieks in pain. Her cries are so loud I fear my eardrums pounding. Oh, this is getting good! Oh shit, I'm glad I did this! I see another silhouetted figure emerge from the fog right next to Natsuki. Natsuki comes to cry in pain as she tries her best to move her neck back into place. I try to call to Natsuki, but nothing comes out of me. I try to run to help her, but I can't move my legs. I try to turn to avoid looking at Natsuki's suffering, but my eyes refuse to close and my neck refuses to turn.
Don't worry, Bronze. She goes through much worse on a daily basis. But it can be so much worse. And spending time with her, keeping her alive, only prolongs the unnecessary suffering. The finger takes a few steps back, raising its hand and snapping its fingers. Well, half the game's erased. I'm sorry. Oh, damn. I hear a painful crack as I watch Natsuki's body slowly go limp. And that's how it should have been. Quick and painless. Natsuki's no longer moving or making any noise. Her body appears to be levitating, keeping her upright. Her now gazeless eyes look unsettling to me. But you're keeping her alive, and you don't even know it. You being around her is just enough to give her a reason to see hope in her worthless life. She's not meant for this world. Her seemingly innocent mind is filled with nothing but presumptions and prejudice. She speaks like a queen, but is treated like a peasant. And peasants are condemned to die. She's nothing to die. She's going to die, and you need to let it happen when the time comes. Spending more time with her is only going to make it harder on everyone. You need to let her go. Leave her behind. Forget about her. Worry about us. There is only us. Just us. About how I couldn't save Natsuki. How I just watched that figure make Natsuki's neck break. Was there I think a line was skipped. And that voice just taunting her. And her corpse. I get nauseous just thinking about it. Thankfully, before I could think longer about it, my alarm sounds off. I sign myself, I walk over to silence my alarm and go about my daily morning routine of getting ready for school. After finishing my morning routine, I head downstairs to my kitchen. I'm not particularly hungry, so I said, okay, we've already read this. I don't even know who to talk about this. I would ask for Sayori, but that'll probably just make more problems than solve anything. And Yuri won't be much help either. Maybe I can ask Monika. Maybe she knows how to handle this. I sigh to myself as I pop the last piece of watermelon into my mouth, grabbing my backpack, and head outside to meet Sayori. Okay, there's that. Alright, skip through this. Come on, Bronze. You know Fridays are the best. This is the best time to spend with those you care about the most without having to worry about school or any other things. I can't help but smile a little at her as she says that. Can't argue with that logic. Sayori smiles back at me. Looks like things are finally looking better for us. So, how do you sleep? And I spoke too soon. Well, I just didn't know how I should respond. Feel a familiar chill crawl down my spine. Bronze, are you okay? You look pale. Yeah, I'm fine. Just had a rough night, that's all. Sarah continues to look worryingly at me. Bronze? If something's wrong, you know that I'll help you. I know, Sayori. You weren't feeling like this yesterday, were you? I don't want Sarah to be more worried about me, but I know that I can't hide anything from her for very long. I feel guilty by not opening up about my hardships to Sarah when she's done so with me, but she can always get worked up when there's something wrong, like she is now. We're going to reload that. And maybe she's getting these weird dreams off my chest might ease my mind a little, or make them worse. Reluctantly, yeah, we're gonna see what happens. I'm not going to tell Sayori. I decided not to tell her. It's nothing. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Sayori frowns before letting out a sigh. Alright, I guess. Sayori doesn't seem convinced by my answer, but instead of pressing further, we start our walk to school. Alright, that's the demo. Well, heck, I completely forgot these past few demos going through this the second time that there were only 2 days you could play. I feel like an idiot. Well, I'm gonna merge those two parts together, or these two parts together, because I thought there'd be a third day, but I completely forgot. It's been a while since I've played this, since I played this all again. A lot has been on my mind since then, but I'm guessing that, another part of the demo will come out soon. I really want to play this again, and see if there's anything different with the plans thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that really quickly. Alright, so we didn't tell Sayori, but I'm gonna tell her anyway this time and see if anything's different. Decided to tell her. The past 2 nights, I've had these awful nightmares. I have no idea what's causing them. Do you want to talk about it? My words get caught in the back of my throat. An overwhelming feeling of dread washes over me. This feeling. Somehow this is worse than this morning. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Bronze? Angisori's voice relieves the near crippling dread. Sayori, last night I watched Natsuki die. I couldn't save her. I saw the shadow torturing her right in front of me. It is different. It made Natsuki bend her neck in incredibly painful ways. I know it was just a dream, but it felt too close to reality for some reason. I then saw this shadow snap its fingers, and then half the universe disappeared. I'm sorry. And it made Natsuki's neck break. She broke her neck? Oh, this gives me a new insight on what's actually happening. My guess is Sayori, if not the others, maybe the others, is starting to become self-aware. Because last time I did this, whenever Monika said she had plans, Sayori also said the same thing, like, plans? And the same way she said this. Like, how, she kind of knows what I'm talking about. This, I'm gonna have to play through Yuri's route and Monika's route all together. This is actually looking really nice. Except that, oh, I gotta admit, that looked bad. Oh my goodness. If I ever said that looked good in the last playthrough, I was dead wrong. Whew. The MC is bronze. I would have done MC as this, but I decided to go with bronze. Man. Here I am again, yay! But, I'm probably gonna hold off on playing any more of this until the full game comes out. If he does do an update demo, of course I'll do one playthrough of that, but I'm really looking forward to, this game. I'm probably gonna play Exit Music. That's the only one I haven't played in that list. There are a lot of good things about it, so Exit Music will probably be up next in the demo, or in the Doki Doki mods. But, if you guys want to see more mods, like I always say, just leave them in the comments below, and if you enjoyed mods like this, let me know down there as well. And as I let the credits play, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and of course, thank you all for watching.